Today we're going to do some work with expanded notation. We'll go from standard to expanded notation and expanded to standard notation. Useful materials include a pencil, and it might be nice to have colored pencils, red, green, and blue. Let's talk about why. Whoa, that's a big number. 1,758,346. Now, in the Montessori world, we have a color-coded key when we're talking about place value. Green represents the number of units. Blue represents the number of tens. And red represents the number of hundreds. So if we were to look at this big number that we have right here, we can color code it. 6 units, 4 tens, 3 hundreds, and then we have a comma here, and it gets us to an 8. Now I know that that's 1,000, but that's 1,000. 8 thousands right here. And so those are called units of thousands. This is 10 thousands, so our blue comes back. 100 thousands. And then is the end of our next number family here. Anytime we have the units, the thousands, and then here we get into 1 being our units of millions. So this would be our millions family. And this cycle could go on forever and ever and ever. Units of thousands, or I'm sorry, units of millions, tens of millions, hundreds of millions. Well, that's an even bigger number. And then we'd go on to, we'd add a comma, and it'd be our next number family of the billions, but we're not going to get it that far. So let's take a look here at how that fits in with what we've got right here. Here we have a number. How would I read this number? 3,857. 3,857. Let's break this number into its parts. So I'll write 3,857 equals, very simply put, 3,000 plus 800s plus 5 tens, or 50, and can't forget the last piece here, 7. Oh, that would be green for our units. So our number here, 3,857, gets expanded to 3,000 plus 800 plus 50 plus 7. That is what I wanted to show you first about standard to expanded notation. But let's say we we're thinking about things a different way. Let's say we're given a number in expanded notation. So let's say I'm given 1,000 plus 400 plus 60 plus 4. 1,000 plus 400 plus 60 plus 4. Well, how would I put that in standard notation? Well, I have an addition problem, so I could just rewrite it vertically and then do the addition. But there's a lot of zeros there, so I think it would be easier if I just took my pieces. Okay, so I've got a 1,000. I've got a 400. I've got a 60. And I've got a 4 right here. And what do we end up with? Oh. That was not as climactic as I expected. There we go. 1,464. We'll add a comma there also to separate our number of families. 1,464. Now it's your turn to try.